Hi everybody, it's Brian. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing great. So in today's video, I'm going to be answering a question that I received. Actually, I received a couple questions based on the previous video that I created in terms of promoting your designs via video on platforms like Instagram and TikTok. Now, these followers who asked, they utilize Placeit, or rather had just taken a subscription with Placeit and just wanted to see whether or not I could explain a little bit in terms of the process of how to go about creating some eye-catching, scroll-stopping, effective video to promote designs utilizing Placeit for platforms like TikTok and Instagram. And given the fact that they asked, I'm here to serve, I'm here to help out. So today's video, we're going to be looking at Placeit in terms of creating video mock-ups for our respective print-on-demand business and help it to take it to the next level. So if you're excited for that, let's head over to my computer right now and let's get to it. Okay, so welcome to my computer screen, and as you can see here, I've got the Placeit website up on my monitor so that we can actually start with this tutorial. Now, for those of you who are probably new to the print-on-demand business and maybe are not familiar with how versatile Placeit can be, I'm going to put up a thumbnail on the screen right now. Some time ago, I had created sort of a placement for beginners 101 type video. I would highly recommend that you go back and watch that video first before continuing with this one. It just gives you a better orientation of how versatile and what this platform can do. So today is going to be a little bit more of an advanced tutorial. Again, you're welcome to watch this if you want to. It's not brain science in terms of trying to come up with, mock-ups and video mock-ups to help promote your print-on-demand business on platforms like TikTok, Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, and even, idea pins on Pinterest. Because effectively, the formats that we're going to be choosing through Placeit basically can be utilized on all of the platforms because they all relatively have basically the same dimensions of 9:16, sort of that portrait layout that most people would see when they're obviously watching any kind of content via their mobile device. So basically what we want to do here is we want to obviously go directly to the source and find our mock-ups in video format so that we're not spending a lot of time trying to find, the source by going through different menus and whatnot that Placeit has on offer. So what I did was I already opened up another tab, and basically what I did was I typed in t-shirt video mock-up, okay? And in doing so, basically we can see there are 1,222 results for this keyword phrase on Placeit. Now, another thing that I did was I also went in and I chose the sort by to the newest so that I'm always seeing the freshest content that Placeit is putting up on offer, so that obviously I can actually choose, the trending designs in terms of video promos, so that I can actually utilize those for my designs and put them up on the respective platforms. Now, as you can see here, we've got a lot of wonderful templates that we can actually pick and choose, some with people, some with just products as well. And the great thing about these particular templates that we're seeing is that they're really visually engaging. There's stuff that is going to get people to stop scrolling in any of those platforms that I mentioned earlier. And that is effectively what we want. We want to get people to stop scrolling and to delve deeper into the video that we've put up so that they can actually see the design and hopefully click whatever link that you might have and visit your shop in order to make a purchase. Again, I've been saying this the last few videos, we really definitely want to get onto this now, given the fact that at the time of publishing this particular video, it's the beginning of August. As we know, the fourth quarter commences on the 1st of October. So a lot of people start obviously searching for gift ideas as early as late August, beginning of September. You really want to dive deep onto those early birds who don't really want to go through all of the hassle of trying to worry about what kind of gifts you're going to buy for Christmas, whether or not those gifts are going to arrive in time due to shipping and handling. Obviously, the later you get into, late October, early November, we start finding ourselves in a bit of a pickle in terms of wondering whether or not we are actually going to get those products in time. So a lot of people like to shop early. Try to target those kind of people. Get these kinds of videos out, in bulk. batch process these videos, take a Saturday morning or a Sunday afternoon one day and just go through what Placeit has to offer and go through and start uploading your designs onto it. The great thing about these particular templates is that they're all customizable. So even in terms of the colors, the text, the fonts that you can actually see in the template, you don't necessarily have to stick to them. You can actually change them, and that's what's going to make your videos unique. All right. So again, what we're just going to do is we're just going to go through some of these just to give you an idea of what you can see here. As you can see, we've got these vertical advert templates. We also have the horizontal or landscape ones, which you could use, say, on Facebook. And I mean, you could even utilize them in terms of downloading them and including them in emails or WhatsApps or, I don't know, any kind of text or video messaging systems that you can have on your mobile in order to get those out to friends and families who are on your contact list too as well. So you don't want to actually limit yourself solely to platforms like TikTok and Instagram. You want to be creative. Again, you don't want to come across as being spammy, because if you're constantly bombarding people via their mobile device with advertisement after advertisement, you're going to find that your contact list on your mobile phone is going to decrease. But, you know, be conservative. Put them through, send them through sporadically. If somebody sends you a message back, say, listen, I'd rather not get these kinds of messages from you. Don't take it as, you know, being offensive. Some people like them, some people don't. Just obviously take note and don't send them anymore. And then just stick to your normal greetings or whatever text messages that you send to those type of people too as well. In this game, you want to throw it a big net, see what you catch. Sometimes you're going to catch, sometimes it's going to be a dud. That's the nature of this business. There's no hard and fast rule that says if you can do this, you're going to get 100% success rate, 100% ROI. It just doesn't work like that. What you want to try to do is you want to try and use these resources, try to be as creative as you can, throw it out on the various platforms, do it in a conservative way that isn't going to come across as spammy. Don't always choose these templates as a sales pitch, okay? Sometimes it's just enough to put your design on it and then just come up with an interesting caption. And then obviously make mention in the description box that, hey, if anybody's interested in the designs, they can get in touch with you and you can provide them more information. This way you're coming up with a nice healthy balance of sales pitch and obviously just, you know, trying to educate and entertain people. Okay, so let's assume for a moment that we want to create something that's going to grab people's attention. Well, as I was scrolling, this one really caught my attention. And if you hover your mouse over the template, it already gives you sort of an idea of what the video is going to look like. Now, as we can see here, there's a lot of movement. There's a lot of action in this template, and that's great because you really want to use something like this in order to get people to stop scrolling when they're going through their feed. So let's just choose this one. We're going to click on it, and we just wait for Placeit to open up. Okay, so now we are on the workshop area for this particular video. And basically, on the left-hand side, you've got your text area. You got the section to insert images. Now in this particular template, you can put a design on the front and a design on the back. Don't worry if you just have your design on the front, we can actually modify that too as well. While on the right hand side, you've got your shirt color, the transitions, the buttons, colors, detail colors, highlights, and then you've got your background. And then finally, you can actually sort of, this is the pictures that you can put into the background. So if you don't really like the background that Placeit offers you when you click on the template, well, then you can just put in your keyword here, search for something, and see what Placeit has on offer in their collection, and then choose something from there, okay? If you don't like what Placeit has to offer, and that's probably going to be, you know, highly unlikely, but it does happen. I'm not going to sit around and beat around the bush and say it doesn't. Well, you can either choose no image and choose a solid background color, or you can actually upload a video of your own too as well. So if you utilize, I don't know, websites like Pexels or Pixabay or any stock image platform where you have a subscription to and you want to use one of their backgrounds, or rather one of their pictures as your background, again, it's not a problem. You can just click and drag and upload it into Placeit and you're sorted. But let's assume for a moment we're just going to keep this one, okay? So now what we want to do is we want to upload our design onto this particular template. Now, I'm just going to go back and utilize one design that I basically used many videos ago. Again, the design for this particular tutorial is irrelevant. It's just to show you how to use it. It's a summer one, so we're just going to click, and I have it off camera here. I'm going to click and drag it and just highlight it over. It says drop file here, and we're going to wait for it to upload. Now, as you can see here, Placeit has put Placeit, and because of the fact that I uploaded as a PNG with a transparent background, and this is going to work brilliantly against the background that obviously I'm going to be selecting, or rather utilizing from Placeit. When I'm happy, if you want to, you can just move it around accordingly. Sometimes I like to move them to the top because I'm a type of person, when I'm designing my shirts, I like to have the design relatively close to the top, sort of similar to what you are seeing here on my shirt right now. Yes, this is a Canadian flag. I try to go maybe about, I don't know, a few centimeters or maybe 1.5 inches just below the collar. I find that it's nicer when it's hovering over the top of the chest as opposed to hovering closer to the stomach area. So let's just see what this is going to look like on the shirt. I'm just going to click crop, and we'll wait for Placeit to work its magic. Okay, as we can see, the preview is coming into view. All right, now as you can see over here, this works great against a white color t-shirt, and I have the design effectively where I want it to be. There's absolutely no reason to enlarge it or shrink it down or move it up or down further. It's in a perfect spot. Now, if this design is a new arrival for you, you can actually keep new arrival, and obviously you can keep shop now if you want to, or you can actually change the text accordingly. So instead of new arrival, let's change it to new design. All right, so it's going to come up, and obviously the preview will come up shortly. And while that's happening, we could actually change shop now into, let's see, get yours now. Or better yet, let's choose don't be left out. So we get that sense of urgency. That always works well in any kind of marketing campaign. Okay, people don't like to be left out. All right, now given the fact this was a bit of a summer feel, I think what I want to do is I want to change the background a little bit and perhaps choose some warmer color tones with respect to the color behind don't be left out. So we're just going to click on the button color here. And what if we had to just choose red here? Let's see what that's going to look like. Obviously, if you have particular brand colors, you can utilize the brand colors here, and that's absolutely fine too as well. So don't be left out. I think that looks really good too as well. So we're just going to close this. And let's see if there's anything in terms of, I don't know, something with red or warmer color tones here. We have a lot of pictures over here. So let's just choose, let's type in abstract and see what comes up. Okay, we'll just wait for that to come through. All right, this doesn't look that bad either. Let's take a look at this. I wonder if we can modify that. Let's just take a look here and wait for it to come up. Okay, I think it's a little bit too busy against the background, and that's the beauty of Placeit. Sometimes you just have to go through and see what there is. This might actually work too as well. Sometimes it'll be hits, sometimes it'll be misses, so you just got to be patient and go through and see what works best. Okay, I think I like this one too as well. And then when you're happy with it, you can actually see the preview. Now, before I click preview, let's assume for a moment that you wanted to make a longer video, okay? Well, you can. Down over here at the bottom where it says play all sides, you can hover your mouse over the first slide here, and you can either choose duplicate slide, or if you don't like a particular slide, you can click remove. If you click on duplicate slide, okay, it's going to make a duplicate of that, and effectively you're going to have two. So it's already going to be a little bit longer. So the design is going to spin on the 3D mockup twice, okay? And then if you want to add a slide to create an intro or an outro, you can do so. You just click on add slide, and then you're going to receive this kind of window here, and you can actually choose an intro or an outro. Again, the world is your oyster with respect to Placeit, so you can make it as complicated or as simple as you like. I would obviously opt, or rather, I would actually recommend that you don't make your videos longer than 30 seconds. Longer than 30 seconds, then people tend to lose interest and they move on. You want something that's going to be, smack dab. Thank you, ma'am. Here we go. This is what I have on offer, so that you're going to see it. People's attention spans, obviously, is not as long as they used to be with the, obviously, onset of social media, for better or worse. So you want to keep it short and sweet so that people can actually see what you have on offer. And then if they want to, they can click on any link that you are putting up for offer and then obviously come and visit your shop. So we're not going to put any intros or outros. And in fact, I only want to keep it to one particular slide. So I'm going to remove this slide here. Okay, and then when I'm happy with it, I'm just going to click the X over here and choose Update Slide. Now, I also have this slide going to be processed with music. And again, the music category, or rather the music area, is right over here. If you want to listen to the sample of music that Placeit has on to offer, you can just click on Listen. I'm not going to click on it due to copyright or any kind of copyright claims. But if you don't like the music that they have on offer, you can actually click Replace. And when you click on Replace, you're obviously going to be taken to the audio library, and over here on the left hand side you've got the various categories. So if there's something, maybe, I don't know, you're looking for something which is upbeat or funky or chilled or happy or bright, well, you can go through and you can actually choose one of these categories, and the number in the parentheses next to it tell you how many different audio samples that you can listen to choose from. And when you click on it, obviously you're going to be presented with the category, with the tracks here, and you can go through them. Now, this particular one, we're on View All, and there are over 108 plus different pages with text. So obviously that would take you forever to go through all of them. But let's say, for example, I don't know, you want something which is cheerful. So we're going to click on Cheerful, okay? And that narrows the track selection down to 5. And if you want to listen to it, all you need to do is press on the play button. And if you like it, all you're going to do is just click on the select button, and then Placeit will replace the previous track with this track that you've just selected. But we're not going to change anything, so we're just going to click on the X symbol here. Okay, now the preview aspect of this video is ready. So we're just going to click on the play symbol here. But what we're going to do is I'm just going to click on the mute button here. So we're going to click on the play, and we're going to see how it looks. Okay, so I'm pretty happy with that. Obviously, there would be the music component too as well. When you're ready with that, all you need to do is you just need to click on the download. So we're going to click Play All Slides. The video is being prepared, so it's obviously being rasterized, and all the magic that Placeit does in order to put everything together is happening. Sometimes it'll take a few seconds, sometimes it might take a couple minutes. Again, it depends on how many people are on the platform. Okay, so let's just mute the music, okay? And again, it's showing you another preview aspect of that. When you're happy with that, all you want to do is click the download button, and obviously the video is going to be downloaded to your computer, as you can see at the top over here. So we'll obviously have to wait a few moments, again, depending on how many people are on the system at the moment that you are downloaded. And then effectively, once you have it downloaded, all you need to do is, basically, this is what I do. I open up a tab for Pinterest, I open up a tab for Instagram, I open up a tab for YouTube, and I open up a tab for TikTok. Okay, and I make sure I go to the part where I can actually upload the video, and then I simply just click and drag the video into each of the platforms so that they're uploaded. And then obviously I put in my titles, and I put any descriptions and any hashtags that I want to put in accordingly. And when I'm happy with all of them, I just simply click the upload button, 1, 2, 3, 4, and this video is uploaded to all 4 platforms all in one go. And it's effectively as simple as that. So what I would recommend that you do is go through Placeit. If you don't have Placeit, Placeit does offer some free templates that you can utilize and obviously modify. You're welcome to go through it, obviously modify those templates and see how you feel with it. Or if you'd like, you can click on the link below in the description box. It is an affiliate link. It doesn't cost you anything extra. Obviously, you know, the channel does receive a small kickback for obviously being the fact that it's an affiliate link. But again, there's no extra cost or no additional cost to you. Obviously, I would thank you in advance because you are helping out the channel. You're supporting the channel through this. But if you do get the subscription, I would highly recommend that you get the yearly subscription. It will pay for itself in spades. I have been using Placeit now for, I think, the last 4 years, and I actually found it totally amazing. I've created video mockups, I've created static mockups, I've actually even created designs. Again, go back to the video that I mentioned back in the beginning of this episode to show you how you can use it for design making or whatnot. It's effectively an all-in-one platform for your print-on-demand business. So it is absolutely amazing. I highly recommend it. Again, like I said, I've been utilizing it for a very long time now. I don't readily recommend things that I don't believe in, that I have not used previously. and go through it and use it. And you'll find that, once you get the hang of it and once you start creating all of these mock-ups, whether video or static, you're going to be saving a ton of time trying to find different websites that you're going to take resources from one and create them in your own imaging or your own video editing program, software, whatever it is that you use, because you can actually do this all in one place, all here on Placeit. And then, like I said, just upload it to your respective platforms, social media platforms, and just click upload and actually do this, design, create mockups, wash, repeat. That quote that a lot of people have on their shirts or whatnot too as well. So that's basically it in terms of how to create video mockups for platforms like TikTok, Instagram, YouTube Shorts, and idea pins for Pinterest. It's one format. It's not the end all and be all. So before anybody starts putting comments in the description saying you can't use these or you can't do these or there's other things that it's just one way of creating a video mockup in terms of getting people to learn about your shop so that you can get your content out there so that people can come to your shops and visit, particularly, again, given the fact that we're getting closer and closer to the start of the fourth quarter. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, do me a favor, smash that like button. It does wonders for the YouTube algorithm. If you're new to this channel and you just discovered my channel, hey, do me a favor, click that subscribe button and turn on the bell notification icon. Help me to reach my goal of 3,000 subscribers by the end of this calendar year. As always, I want to say thank you to everybody who has been part and parcel of this community here on YouTube, for all of the likes, the comments, the shares, and just simply the words of encouragement saying that, hey, you are enjoying the content that I'm providing, you're learning a lot, it's helping you. Again, I don't do it for the comments. I want to be the person that I wish that I had when I first started out my YouTube channel. I want to help you guys to succeed. I'm not going to come across and ask you to buy a lot of things or whatnot. That's not what the purpose of this channel is. Although I may interject a few things from time to time, just like I did today with Placeit. But again, it's only because I really believe in these particular platforms and I think that it's going to save you a whole heck of a lot of time to get the message across that, hey, you've got a shop, you've worked really, really hard on it, you've created some designs which you're hopeful that people will, come over, see, and buy. And that's what it's all about. That's what this channel is all about, to help you take your print-on-demand business to the next level. But for today, that's all I've got. And as always, be safe, be well, be creative. Bye for now. Hey, if you enjoyed this video and you want to find out more ways that you can take your print-on-demand business to the next level, why don't you check out one of these 2 episodes I have over here. And don't forget to subscribe. Catch you in the next episode. Bye for now.